Hey guys, okay, I want to share something that I feel like God has shown me over the last 5 years, 7 years since I've been married, but mostly in the last year or so. Um, and it has to do with these really big pivot years where we're either pivoting into marriage. I don't know if pivot is the right word, but transitioning into marriage or transitioning into having kids. Um, and um, I had some of this is coming from a conversation that I had with a woman who I know is a three on the Enneagram, which is what I am. And us threes, we are achievers. We like to get stuff done. We like to feel significant. And so she's just gotten married. I mean, maybe a week into it. And she's talking about all these things that she wants to do. And she's got all this free time. And she's like, I want to go see this person. I want to go do this. And I just had this thought like, you kind of have to slow down a little bit here because this year it really matters. And we had a great conversation about it, and she was, it was good. But personally, I moved to Kansas City when I was first married, and work sucked. It was just bad. Like, I was not getting the amount of influence that I wanted. Nothing was working about that. I mean, it was just so slow. And I remember calling a friend my first year of marriage and just telling her, like, kind of whining to her about how work wasn't going well. And she was like, hey, Naomi, this is your first year of marriage. Go home, make a nice dinner, and enjoy your husband. She said, I see you like sealing together like a bat, like and I don't know why it was a bat, but like the wood in a bat, that it would be sealed together. And it gives me chills right now thinking about it, because it's the difference in the marriage between um, running along, together on in parallel lanes, or doing this beautiful dance of intimacy. And that first year, it's like you're creating these fibers of connection, and you don't know each other that well. Still, you don't know each other that well. And so it's a very tender and early time, and it's important to give it time. It's important to give it attention. It's like a little baby plant. And I'm not trying to be condescending or anything. I'm just saying it's important. And same goes for when you have a kid. That first year, guys, come on, it's just a year. Like, really, it's just a year. And it's an important year, and it's important for you to be there. And I don't take, a side. I'm not saying like, hey, you have to stay home, or you have to do this, or you have to do that. I'm not trying to put anything on anyone. I'm just saying that first year is important. It's important for building trust. It's important that you meet the needs of that baby again and again and again and again. And it's important for you to look at that baby in the eye and see their little smiles. And there's just this back and forth and back and forth. And it's just these tender fibers of trust that are being built, that when they are three and you have to discipline them, the trust is there. So there's a foundation built of trust, so that then when the discipline time comes, it's not like you're still trying to like make up for the trust, and then you got to discipline them too. It's like, no, there's a deep well of trust there. There's a deep well of connection there. Same goes for marriage. When you go through a hard time, when you disagree, and it's like, okay, but that deep well of trust is there. So anyway, that's where relationships have to start. That's just where they have to start. And it just takes time. I don't have anything else to say about that. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I don't know that we can build the kind of legacies that we want to build, and that we can build the kind of families that we really, really want to have, without giving it and I'm like a borderline about to cry, because I just want this to be understood, that we cannot build the way that we want to build if we're not willing to give it some time and really put in the foundational work of that building of trust. So I hope that makes sense and is helpful for someone.